Hello, beautiful kindred souls, and welcome to my spiritual oasis. Here, weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. We are doing a Soulful 7 reading today that is based off of and connected to root work energy. So we are connecting to your base, your core, your family, those core beliefs in your life that shape your present moment. And the reason why we're doing this is because, there are low vibrational energies that we take with us from our ancestors, from our upbringing and our childhood. And oftentimes we don't even realize they're there because they've soaked into our subconscious energy. And they manifest sometimes in ways that we don't want them to. So we are here today to do some deep dive, soul searching work on, again, those base root subconscious beliefs that we have inside of ourselves, and connecting to ancestral energy, grounded, very earthy reading today. I'm feeling very earthy, very calm today. So I have tons of divination tools off in the wings, if you will, on the sides here to use for our reading today. But I did want to have something for the group selections. I just wasn't feeling like shuffling out anything today. I don't know. I just wanted to do it all intuitively and just really allow spirit and ancestral energy and your spirit guides to help guide the conversation. So I always like to preface any reading, but specifically general readings, with the fact that these being general readings, you are meant to take whatever resonates with you, okay? Whatever calls to you, whatever you're connecting to in the message. And keeping in mind that we do have 3 groups prepared, but your unique message and all the messages in this reading for you could be a combination of the groups. So keeping that in mind, if you're being drawn to more than one group or you're being called to look at more than one group, follow your intuition and your inner compass. Before I get into the groups, I did want to invite you to join the Kindred family by subscribing to my YouTube channel if we're not already connected here. Dropping a comment down below, letting me know which group or groups that you selected for your reading today. And any messages that resonated with you, clicking like on the video helps other kindred souls find my channel and the message is meant for them and helps me out, and I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into the groups. So we have 3 groups prepared that's represented by the crystals that are before you today. So group 1 is represented by our peacock ore, really beautiful purpley, bluey crystal. Really love this crystal. I always feel like a dragon, like hoarding. I know, it's very strange. Group 2 is represented by our labradorite sphere. Plain on the outside, but what waits beyond the surface. I love labradorite because it's so unassuming. And then you get that flash, that flash of magic. And I don't know, I just love it. It's one of my favorite crystals. And then we have pyrite. Fool's gold is what some call her, but look at her glitter and shine. Prosperity, abundance. She's open and clear. I love it. All right, so pause the video at this point in time if you need a moment to meditate on which group or groups has your unique message in it. There are timestamps down in the description below, so when you are ready, you can venture down there and click on the group that has your message. Without further ado, I am going to get right into the readings. So pause now. Hello Group 1, and welcome to your Soulful 7 reading, where we are focused on root work messages today, connecting with those unconscious, deep-rooted messages from childhood and ancestral energy, etc., etc. That is what we are focused on today, and you selected the peacock ore as your guiding energy. Take another look at your beautiful crystal, and we will place her at the top of the screen to make room for our other cards. So we have Oracle. I'm going to take a card from our animals. What message is guiding energy for group 1? So we have the cow spirit. The miracles are endless. The number 15 reduces down to the number 6. And the number 6 is in numerology, talks about love in all of its different ways, shapes, forms, and facets. Love is like the nurturer of numerology. And I feel like that connects really beautifully with the cow spirit. The cow spirit feels very maternal, very motherly, very divine feminine. So I am picking up on an energy that is very warm and motherly and nurturing. So it could be a mother, a grandmother, or some sort of female ancestor that is guiding this message here. It's very loving, very nurturing energy as well. It just feels very soft and nurturing and kind and gentle. We have hollyhock. So the message that I see in hollyhock is this idea of abundance, which is actually really interesting. So when I saw the cow spirit, I actually thought of abundance as well. If you really think about cows, or at least how we might interact with cows, they provide milk. They provide potentially meat if you consume meat. And they're sizable animals. They just felt like abundance to me. And I know in this deck, the buffalo spirit is connected to abundance, but I'm feeling that as well with the cow spirit. And I feel like the message here that is being shared with you today is that abundance comes from a place of like love and compassion, gentleness. That divine feminine, inwardly strong energy is how abundance will show up in your life when you're coming from a place of love and a place of you're not limiting yourself. That's another message that I see here with the endless energy, is that you're not limiting yourself. The possibilities are endless. Miracles are endless. Even when you think you're down and out, there's always more. There's always something else that's waiting for you. And then we have selenite, which talks about clearing the clutter. So I do feel like there's a message here around purging energy that doesn't belong in your space. If it is not an energy of abundance, if it is not a message of abundance and love, then it needs to be purged and released from your world so that you can not be limited, so that you can live your life from a place of abundance. And that's people, places, things, ideas, the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you speak to others, all of that. If it's not coming from a high vibrational place, it needs to be purged. It needs to be released. I love it. Listen, I can't make this up. Big Mama, present and accounted for. That again, that divine feminine, inwardly strong, nurturing, motherly energies coming through in our tarot as well. Warmth. This is just like, these are the messages that I'm getting. Some of them are feelings, some of them are like words, and I feel like this might sound strange, but like soft whispers, almost like talking to a child. And it feels like this person is almost like inviting you to their table, inviting you to dine with them. Eating. So this tarot deck is based off of African American history, and like eating and just food in general, the preparation of food, the sharing of food, the breaking of bread together it's a sacred tradition, and it's very like when you eat with somebody like that, it's an honor to be there, to be in that place with them, and for them to open up not only their home, but to sit down at a table with you. And there's often a lot of talking and a lot of laughter and love around that table. So, you know, we have Big Mama present, basically offering this plate of cornbread, I think it is. It looks delicious. Let's look at that one more time. But it just feels very warm, very welcoming, very loving, nurturing, supportive. Home and family is a place where you go to like restore your energy and connect with like-minded people who understand you, people who are welcoming to you and loving toward you. Goodness, you guys. We have courting, which is the Lover's card. And again, that 6 energy, that love energy. I feel like in general, I mean, this could literally be talking about courting, like maybe you're on the search for a partnership, but I feel like it also talks about options, and your ancestors in this motherly nurturing energy wants you to know that you have options. Again, endlessness. Do not limit yourself. No limitations. The only limits that you have are the limits that you believe you have. Very beautiful energy. And if you are looking for a relationship that coming from a place of abundance, coming from a place of options, coming from a place of love and openness is going to attract the type of partnership that you want, that is going to be lasting, enduring, that is going to be sustainable. And the only way that you can receive that type of love is by making room for it. And that's what the selenite talks about, clearing that clutter and getting all of those other energies out of the way. Getting them out of the way. We don't need them here cluttering up our space. And then we have the Ace of Sticks, which I love because, you know, our aces always talk about potential, raw power and potential for manifestation. And specifically, you know, Sticks energy is the fire energy in this deck. So the potential for a new passion, a new spark of creativity or passion or drive in your life. So if you're feeling a little down and out, you're feeling heavy, you're feeling weighted down, the Ace of Sticks is like that spark to just reignite or invigorate your excitement and your passion and lust for life itself. And now again, next to the courting, we can't ignore that there could be a potential love message here. And talking about a partnership coming for you. But just in general, the Ace of Sticks really just talks about a spark or a passion in your life. And it could be for life itself, or it could be, you know, some sort of creativity. Maybe you're tapping into some hidden or lost creative spark or energy that you've had in the past. We have the Horse, short journey. So that's telling me that there could be some kind of a sojourn in your future that could definitely be connected to the Ace of Sticks energy as well, because the Sticks energy, that fire energy, is a very active energy. It's outwardly expressive. It's movement. It's action. It's warm. It warms things up, gets it moving. So it could be some sort of a journey that you're going on. I'm getting potentially like a relocation to abundance. So maybe you're relocating either for a partnership, you're relocating maybe for a job opportunity, you might be relocating closer to your ancestry, your ancestral space, whatever that means. Going home is the message that the big mama energy is whispering to me. I don't know how short of a journey that is going to be, but maybe it's visiting. It could be talking about length of time and not necessarily distance, but visiting your ancestral space. It feels like a physical space that you might be going to visit, or you're being encouraged or called to visit. Maybe that's returning back home, whatever that is to you. And again, it could be a physical space where your ancestors were buried. Obviously could be a number of interpretations, but that's kind of what I'm getting. So the short part of the journey could be connected to length of time, or it could be connected to distance. So we have bird perched. So the message that I'm seeing here is that you might be waiting for some news that might come in the form of a package or a letter. It could be connected to this short journey. It could be connected somehow to visiting this ancestral space or place. Some kind of news that might be, again, coming in the form of a package or a letter. Wow, this feels really specific to somebody, but it could be like almost like a message that comes after somebody passes away, with some sort of news. And then we have the crown here. Honor and respect will come to you. That message or package or letter could be coming from some place that is going to honor and respect you. It could be also honoring, respecting, or acknowledging some ancestor that you've had in your family. Could be this divine feminine energy that's coming through. Maybe something that they've done or accomplished. I'm getting like maybe they had land or property somewhere. Is that what I'm getting? Work achievement and success with our aunt's energy. Yeah, I feel like in general, just some kind of culminating messages, if you will, or final messages that I am getting here is that some of you might be feeling down and out, defeated, having a difficult time maybe adjusting to a situation. You could have potentially recently lost somebody in your life, in your family. Could be this energy that's coming through. This divine feminine, very loving, warm, nurturing energy. But what I am getting, the message that I'm getting for you is to keep going, persistence, and surrounding yourself with people that are going to open up doors for you and present options for you. We think of ants, they work together as a team. Like, yeah, individually they're small, you can easily defeat them, but they don't walk this world alone. They work together. And I feel like some of your success, potentially this new passion, this new project that you're going after, and it could already be something that's already in your heart space or something that you've thought about before. But the success of that, or at least starting it up, is going to come from teamwork or collaborating with others on something. There is going to take some work, of course, in order to reach success, putting in some work and some effort. But it starts from that spark. It starts from that initial energy, that initial kind of passion, that moment where it clicks that this is what you are meant to do. This is where your energy needs to be directed. In order for that to happen, in order for that spark to have fuel, to have that ignition and have the air to breathe, because we know that fire needs it needs fuel, and it needs that spark, and it needs oxygen, it needs air. When our lives and our spaces inside and out are cluttered, there's no room, there's no air, there's nothing, there's no space for that fire, for that energy to breathe. So we need to clear that space out. Sometimes we hold on to things because we know it and it's comfortable to us. But I am getting the message here from your ancestral energy, and this presence is so strong, is that in order to get comfortable, you're going to need to get uncomfortable. And the first step is clearing your inner space, clearing your heart, and releasing any low vibrational energy that is not in alignment with abundance, that's not in alignment with options, that is not in alignment with limitlessness and endlessness, that is not connected to faith and the belief in miracles, and the belief in love in all its shapes and forms and fashions, and the belief in laughter and warmth and sunshine. Releasing all of that energy and opening yourself up to the options. Like, there are so many cards in here about options and abundance and endlessness. Like, these messages keep triangulating for you. So make space for them. And then this idea that your blessings, and I feel like the reason why your ancestors are saying be open, be endless, be borderless when it comes to opportunities, is because there might be some sort of a journey necessary in order to get to your success, in order to get to that place that is going to provide you with success and honor and respect and acknowledgement. One thing I also noticed a lot is that when we are in alignment with our intent and purpose and passion in life, that success, achievement, honor, respect, acknowledgement, all of these things kind of just come to us. We're not necessarily looking for them, but they come to us because we're doing good work, because it's the work that we are meant to do. It's the work that we grow into. It's the work that we're called to. It's the work that we're able to pull knowledge and energy from our past lives and pull it forward into our present moment, and then grow on those skills and talents as we grow as spiritual beings. And I feel like that's what you're being called to do. And just being mindful and keeping eyes out for messages that could come in the form of package and letters. But also, I'm also getting birds too, that seeing birds as a sort of sign or a message or a sign that your guides are speaking to you, or your ancestors' presence, or you're on the right path, that sort of thing. So, my beautiful souls, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today, and I hope this helped with some of that root work energy. I love this deck, by the way. This is the Hoodoo Tarot deck. It's so beautiful, and it just, I don't know, I connect a lot with it. Feels very homey and grounded, and random aside. Thank you so much for sharing spiritual space with me today. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if we are not already connected here on YouTube. If you are interested in your own personal reading, you can connect with me on my Etsy shop. Link is in the description. That is the only place that I offer readings. And I appreciate your time and your energy today, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your Soulful 7 reading, where we are connecting and sharing messages of root work messages, grounded, ancestral, familial, those unconscious, deep-seated energies that are often connected to our childhood and past lives, as well as our ancestral like roots and vines and other things like that in our lives. So you selected labradorite as your guiding energy. This is a beautiful crystal full of magic and secrets and surprises, and I love it because on one side it's kind of just looks like any other rock, but when the light hits it the right way, you get those beautiful blues and greens in this particular stone. So I love that. We're just going to slide labradorite up to the top of the screen to make room for our other messages. So we're going to start with our spirit animal oracle deck for your guiding energy. See if we can connect, or if any of your ancestors want to come out and connect with you. This card popped. Okay, the dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. So what I am connecting here with the dragonfly being a creature that flies feels very airy to me. Talking about truth feels very airy to me. So I'm feeling like the ancestor or energy that is speaking to you is potentially has strong air sign placement, Sun, Rising, Venus, and an air sign. Feels divine masculine. It feels swords energy, like this idea of truth. And I really like this idea of transcendence as well as illusion. So I feel like they're also potentially warning you from being like prejudging things, people, situations, opportunities, whatever it is, but prejudging before actually getting to know the truth and getting to know what it truly is. And that could be believing lies from somebody because you're not doing your due diligence to search for the truth. Or it could be just like depending on your own bias and your own, like, you know, the things that you, the logic and reason that you developed from a false place in your past, maybe developed off of one situation, or potentially like a parent or guardian, someone who raised you, making decisions out of ignorance and not out of, again, truth. So I feel like you are being asked to look at some of these preconceived thoughts that you have that are actually limitations that you've put on yourself because of these beliefs that you have. And I also wanted to note that the dragonfly is the number 22. Our number 22, let me get out my little cheat sheet. It is I'm going to say a master number, but hold on. Yeah, so the number 22 is a master number, and it talks about the number 22 is the master builder, because it does reduce down to the number 4, and number 4 is about stability, groundedness, sustainability. It is the foundation. So number 22 is about transformation, dreams turning into reality, unlimited potential. There is an efficiency, dedication, and steadiness connected to the number 22, as well as devotion, dependability, expansive plans, idealism, leadership, big ideas, and self-confidence. So again, I feel like there's a strong message around truth, being able to expand your options, being able to, you know, especially if you're a dreamer, like you dream big, you know, looking at things from a place or perspective of truth and being open to the truth is actually going to help you see the true path that you need to walk in order to get to the place that you want to get to in life. Big energy. This person's wordy, by the way. This ancestor, wordy. Lots of words. They could have been a poet or a writer, but lots of words. Okay, so we have adaptation with our blackberry. Let's look at this artwork for a second. Hold on. So pretty, so soft and lovely, beautiful. Adaptation. I feel like this, again, I feel like there are strong messages around change, that like you needing to change yourself, your mind, your thoughts, your approach, your etc., in order to achieve what you're truly after, especially if you're feeling like you're in a space of limitation. Okay, so we have carnelian, which talks about creativity. This is also carnelian on the side, by the way. This is carnelian crystals. I think it's awesome that carnelian showed up in your reading. But feed your creativity is the message with carnelian. And I feel like that happens through accepting and acknowledging the truth. And that's kind of what this ancestral energy is sharing, is that in order to truly free your creativity, you need to be open to all of the possibilities, and you need to be able to adapt and navigate through. This card popped out for you, the Strength card. Literally popped right out of the deck for you. Strength and courage, digging deep, and seeing who we really are, seeing our own biases, acknowledging our own ignorance and things that we didn't know or things that we cared not to see. It's hard. Root work is difficult, it's challenging, because it forces us to acknowledge that the things that are a part of our foundation are flawed. And that can be a really difficult pill to swallow. That could be a really challenging thing to truly accept, that everything we thought we knew in many ways was faulty, flawed. Maybe it wasn't a complete lie, but it wasn't the complete truth either. So it is going to take that strength, that inner strength, that courage to be able to do what you're being asked to do. And we have Dr. Buzard. So Dr. Buzard really talks about, again, truth. This is the Justice card in the majors. The scales. Could be connecting to Libra energy. I did say that your ancestor was chatty, but this idea again of truth and justice, and I feel like it's just triangulating that message of truth and leaning into truth. And that truth, it could also be how you use your creativity, because opening your mind up to what creativity means as well. A lot of the times we associate that with like the fine art, so like painting and creative writing, or doing things with your craft, like crafting. But we don't often associate that with creativity. Really is just problem solving. And writing and speaking and all of that other stuff, is you can be creative using those mediums. Painting is just a medium. It's an outlet of creativity. So even expanding your mind to how you define creativity. So maybe your creativity or your space of creativity is connected to law or writing or justice or policy or politics or something of that nature. This could also be connected somehow to this ancestor that's connecting to you or reaching out in this message as well. Then we have the Seven of Sticks. So I feel like this is really talking about, even with this idea of adaptation coming through, that defensiveness is what I'm getting, like defending your position. And it could be like even stubbornness, like the truth is being shown to you, but you're resisting it. You're defending your position on where you are, and you're making excuses for your beliefs, and disappointment in some affair with the Scissors. I feel like you are going to be disappointed before you're joyous, before you acknowledge and accept. I feel like there's going to be difficulty and disappointment, unsuccessful plans, not. I feel like everything you try to do from a place of resistance to this information, to this knowledge, to the truth is going to be disappointing. It's going to be unsuccessful. The more you resist and fight the truth, the more failures, basically. And a whole bunch of cards fell out, so we're just going to add them. Once you accept the truth, though, you get guaranteed success from our star energy. This really feels like the star energy as well in tarot. That's connected to that Aquarius energy, connected to hope and the light in the darkness, the guide in the night is the star. Your epiphany or your time of connectivity could also happen at night. It could happen under the stars as well, in more of a literal translation. We also have the lobster, and I feel like I told you your ancestor was wordy, and look, just popped out all these extra cards. I love it. Potentially being in a financial pinch here. And I feel like this is resisting the truth is going to, there are going to be so many roadblocks that get in your way that you will know, like you will see these things happening over and over again. Disappointment in something, the plans that you made are unsuccessful because they're not in alignment with the truth. Maybe getting into a financial pickle because you didn't start that business or step out on faith on that thing that you were being called to do because you were rejecting or resisting the truth in your true position and space that you're meant to be in. We have the dragon, beware of self-delusion, which I feel like is connected to this idea of illusion and the truth transcending illusion. And the more you deny the truth, resist the truth, the more you're going to elude and delude yourself. These are just the messages. And then the seahorse is connected to family matters. So there might be something that you're resisting. And again, these messages are root work messages. So there's a very strong chance that they will be connected to family, familial situations, ancestry, all of those kind of deeper family topics. And I just feel like your spirit guide, your... it almost feels like a Jiminy Cricket, if that is probably really weird. It feels more like a Jiminy Cricket. It feels like more like a guide who's speaking right now. And this guide has a lot of words. And I feel like they're just reiterating the same message around truth. And kind of just giving you some examples of what hints or clues that you are going to see if you resist this truth. And I feel like it's going to be a difficult truth. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow. But because of the Strength card and just this thing that you're going to reject it so hard is the message that I'm getting, or the potentially reject it so hard that there's going to be all these roadblocks to stop you until you finally wrap up this. Oh my gosh, karmic cycle is the message that I got as well. Karmic cycle. You could be breaking a karmic cycle in your family that, some sort of karmic cycle, potentially a whole bunch of lies, potentially surrounded around births, surrounded around maybe even your birth, but just this idea of breaking karmic cycles from your past life, from your family tree. Something is going to disappoint you. There's something that you're going to find out, maybe even something that you know now and you're resisting it now. But I feel like your story and your direction, especially if you're feeling lost and it's almost like I'm imagining the arrow on a compass spinning and spinning and spinning, and it never stops on anything. You're uncertain. I'm feeling uncertainty. And I feel like the message is, you know your true north. You know your true north. That following that star, following that path is what's going to get you where you need to be. And I'm getting so many messages right now. I am trying to sift through them. That any difficulty or pain that comes from this truth, whatever this truth is, feels very like it's going to be very hard for you to accept, that you're going to fight it, resist it, and maybe have to go through some challenging situations in order to come to a point where you are able to accept it. And I feel like once you do accept it, which is going to take that strength, that courage. Sorry, I had to cough. That you are being called to use your creativity again. However that manifests for you, it does not have to be in fine arts. It can be in anything, any medium that calls to you. But you are meant to use your creativity to tell your story. You are meant to use your creativity to tell the story for yourself first. And this transcendence, to me, like, I feel you and I see you after you've gone through this, very powerful. I see you very strong and very powerful, and you're looking back at this storm that completely put you through it, and you just being so mighty and strong in like an inwardly way, like confident and robust, and really just going through life unafraid and confident and just like mastering life. I don't know, that's what I see, that's what I feel for you that's coming through. I feel like this is dark. I feel like it's been dark probably this whole time. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Anyway, group 2, this was a really powerful message for you. And, this is going to be challenging for you. But just know that I'm here. And there are others in this community, now obviously not just on my channel, but in the spiritual community in general, and in your friends and your family that are here to support you through whatever difficulty or challenge that you're going through. And I just want you to know that energy that I felt at the end, the very end of your message, is such a beautiful, powerful, strong, yet like a divine feminine strength to me. It's sustainable, it's rich, it's deep, it's grounded, it's really difficult to put it into words, but there's just such a confidence and a stability and a strength that comes from this difficulty and from this challenge, and you're going to come out on top. I just know it. You're going to adapt, and you're going to know exactly where you're headed, where you're going, and you're just going to take on life from this position of abundance, and just like the world is your oyster is really what I'm feeling at the end. So, my beautiful souls, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful for you. If something did resonate, please do drop a comment down below. Let me know it did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if we're not already connected here on YouTube. And if you are interested in your own reading, personal reading, you can connect with me on my Etsy shop. The link is in the description. Thank you so much again for your time and your energy today, beautiful soul. And I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your Soulful 7 reading, where we are focused on root work messages today. We're connecting to those deep-rooted, subconscious energies and beliefs that we have buried inside of us from childhood, from our upbringing, and we are just digging into those today and seeing if there are any blockages that are preventing us from achieving the goals that we are after in our life. So, you chose the pyrite, which is a beautiful crystal, also known as fool's gold. But this crystal does bring in prosperity and abundance to you as well, and financial success. I love it. It is so shiny. Sorry. Okay, distracted. Sorry. We're just gonna place that pyrite at the top and get into some spirit animal messages for you. So let's see what messages, what guiding energy. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. How very fitting. So our ant spirit popped out of there. Time to collaborate, says the ant spirits. Feels very pyrite-y to me, having the ant spirit show up. I'm talking about collaboration, talking about work, talking about teamwork. The ant spirit is also connected to the number 1, which I associate with Aries energy, but also, wow, all of your cards are making me bend over to keep flying out. Also connected to, our 1s are innovators. They like to be the first one out there. They like to start things, initiate things. They're not afraid to start that business. And if it fails, they will start another business. They don't care because they're after success from the broader picture of success. And they enjoy the chase. They enjoy the excitement of being first and not having a template to follow. They enjoy being that trailblazer. And so we have the Juniper, which talks about invigorate, and literally just got a burst of energy connecting with this energy. So I'm feeling like your spirit guides, the energies that are present with your message today, are just very intense and exciting energies. If they manifested as corporeal beings on our earth, they were more than likely fire signs, is what I'm getting here. But just having this passion and lust for life. And I also feel like this idea of collaboration is that you're not alone and you don't have to do it on your own. And we also have Amazonite. And Amazonite, to me, just really reiterates that point. Loosen your grip. You don't have to hold on so tight. Releasing, especially like if you're a business owner, you're starting a business, or maybe you're past the beginning phases, but you're still stretching yourself super thin because you're trying to do everything. Loosen your grip. Connect with other people. Hand over things. Hand things off. And you focus on the things that you're good at, and allow others to come in and do what they're good at. Don't be so anxious about success is the message that I'm getting too. Like, don't be so anxious about whether or not you're going to fail, because even if you do fail, okay, these 3 cards came out face up. Failure is really just a lesson. You know, it's not the end. Sometimes we think of failure as the end, but it's not. It's a lesson. We have the 10 of Sticks, which tells me like this overburdenedness, like feeling overburdened, feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And again, loosening your grip and allowing others to help you. To me, the 10 of Sticks is also talking about asking for help, since we have collaboration as a guiding energy, asking for help, and not being afraid. Like, that's not a weakness. That's not a weak point, asking for help from other people. You don't have to do it on your own, no matter what someone or someone's may have told you in the past, that we are put on this earth with a whole bunch of other opposable thumbed beings, and some of them humans, and we are meant to connect with, and we are meant to connect with other people and pull some of them on the journey with us. So again, don't be afraid to reach out to your network, your friends, your family, etc., in order to accomplish some of the things that you're after, getting help or advice along the way. So we do have the 3 of Sticks, which is very enterprising to me. It's almost like you have set some things in motion and you're kind of waiting, if you will, to see what you get back. That's why for some of you, I feel like you're in the midst of maybe starting a business, or maybe in the midst of your career or something like that, where you're not at the beginning, but you're certainly not at the end, and you're in the trenches, if you will, and you've put in some work and you're waiting to get some feedback on what you're after. And we also have the Free Man, which is the card of infinite possibilities. Keep your options open, says the Free Man. Connecting with other people is going to be a strength and not a weakness. Being a part of a whole is also a strength. So if you're not, I talked about trailblazing and all this other sort of stuff. If you are not necessarily the trailblazer or the leader, there's also a message around being, keeping your options open, and being a part of a bigger team is also valuable and can also help you reach your goals, depending on whatever your goals are. Like, don't let somebody else define what your goals are. Some people are, business owners and entrepreneurs and trailblazers, and some people are, people that are meant to support and help other people along the way. So it's not bad or good. It is. So lean into your unique strengths. Oh, wow. I tell you, all of your cards are just flailing all over. An exciting event is coming with the Gong energy here. I'm getting maybe some sort of opportunity, maybe an opportunity or a collaboration that you've been looking for. Some sort of opportunity that you've been excited about. It could be collaborating, again, with a specific person or company, getting a job at a specific company. Maybe you've been kind of on a sojourn or search for what you truly want, and you're going to end up finding whatever that is soon. And it's going to just click with you like a bong, like hitting the gong. You like my gong? That was pretty great. pretty proud of myself on that one. And then we have dogs. Getting together with friends. We're talking about collaboration in general, but I feel like your friend group, especially if you have a really strong friend group, and if you don't get one, start working on it. Start linking people into your life who are going to support your dreams and goals if you don't already have that connection. But getting together with your friends and people that are supportive of you, your dreams, and what you're going after in life is really going to be invigorating for you. And I feel like they might also connect you with some opportunities. So keep your mind open, keep your heart open there. And that one, loosen your grip, let people in, let them help you. Friends could also be talking about connecting, what was I thinking? Asking for help from your friends, because I feel like we're more connected than we think we are. You might have something on your heart and you kind of feel like it's just you and you're all alone, and it's just you running around with this feeling or this thing on your heart. And I feel like there's a message around opening loosen your grip and opening yourself up to people that you trust. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Friends here, people that you trust, not frenemies, or just like, people that you sit next to at work, but they're not your actual, like, deep-rooted, good, hardcore, would drop everything and drive across the country to help you out of a tight spot sort of friend. Okay, I'm talking about real legit friendships and people that are supportive of you. And I feel like this collaboration and connection, you could also be feeling like with the 10 of Sticks, and even like this 3 of Sticks, it's like this solo individual that's kind of like looking out at the expanse, right? It feels very big. It feels very solo, carrying the burden on your own. I feel like the real message is encouraging you to get with others, because that connectivity is going to invigorate you. It's going to reawaken and get the blood flowing, if you will, in your life, in your soul. And just loosening yourself up and opening up yourself to people that are, again, close to you. And I feel like that's going to open up some exciting event. Something is going to shake loose from you being open to receive. The free man, an exciting event. I feel like this idea of invigoration and connecting with friends, I feel like it's just talking about opening yourself up. And this is going to bring you happiness. Whatever this event is, I'm excited for you. Shoot, I want to know what it is. But whatever this event is, that it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. It's going to bring you a lot of joy and prosperity and abundance and material success and all of these other things that are going to come with it. So I am super stoked. I'm turned up for you right now. Wow, this is really beautiful. I'm excited. So group 3, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. Collaboration, connectivity, invigoration, keeping your options open. You don't have to carry all of the burden. You're not in this alone. And opening yourself up to the possibilities that are available to you is actually going to invite something into your heart, into your life that you've been after for a while. And you might not even know what it is or that it's missing or whatever until it appears, and it's going to be like that gong, like boing, like it's going to come. You're going to be like, whoa, you're going to see everything crystal clear. And it's going to be it's just going to bring you peace and joy. And of course, you can celebrate with your awesome friends. So beautiful. So this is the message that I have channeled for you today. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below. Let me know what did. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already connected here on YouTube. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, you can connect me on Etsy, link in the description. Thank you so much for your time and your energy today, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye.